Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good day to everyone. Thank you for joining my class. How are you doing? I hope you are fine and ready for the English lesson today. I'm going to teach you on how you can actually practice making long sentences in English. Before that, go ahead and grab your English exercise book and a pen. Alright, are you ready? Well then, let's jump right in. This is the topic for today, writing long sentences. Let's look at the learning objective. By the end of the lesson, pupils will be able to write long sentences which contain more than one idea using appropriate words and phrases. Provide specific reasons and examples to support their opinion clearly. Next, look at the success criteria. Pupils can complete the table with appropriate words and phrases as to fill in the information about who, when, where, what, and why. Write at least 3 long sentences using the 5 W's technique with various topics in English. How can you define a long sentence? A long sentence usually contains more than one idea, so you need to be able to use words and phrases to link them together. This is the first step. You need to write a page for your categories. Here is the list of 15 suggested categories that you can write down in your notebook. The categories are food, sports, hobbies, love, life, weather, family, friends, work, school, dating, travel, goals, English, and the news. These categories all make up common topics people talk about in English on a regular basis. So knowing good sentences for each category will improve your ability to communicate with others in English. Now let's move on to the second step. After writing down the category, you will take some time to add more details information for each. Here you can apply the 5 W's technique to construct long sentences. Let's look at the example. I would like to choose food for the category. The simple sentence is, I like cheesecake. So we already know 2 of the W's. First, for who we have I. For what we have like cheesecake. Now we have to decide on the when, where, and the why. For when, we selected during weekends. For where, we selected at home. And for why, we selected creamy and tasty. So our sentence becomes, I like eating cheesecake during weekends at home because it is creamy and tasty. Here you are, we have got one long sentence using the 5 W's technique. You can make it as a daily practice. All you need to do is to add up more pages in your notebook for the remaining categories. Then you will go through the same steps and make a sentence for each category. You can call it as a sentence a day activity for your own benefit. Next, the third step is to create a large table for information. On this page, you will be inserting pieces of information and then making sentences from the randomly selected information. On the top, you will write who, what, when, where, and why. Then you will answer the first question, who. You can write a person's name, a group of people, or even your own name. Just try to write as many as possible. After that, move on to the next column and do exact same thing. You have to answer all the questions and fill in the blanks here with any appropriate words and phrases. Once you have done, you will get a table filled with building blocks necessary to make your long sentences, which lead us to the last and final step. Make the sentences based on the information in each row. Now it's time for you to make a sentence using these building blocks that is inside the individual rows. Each sentence will include a piece of information for each of the 5 W's because you organized them earlier. Finally, simply continue doing the same thing for the remaining rows. This is the most effective way to practice making long sentences in English. When you complete these 4 steps, you will have a notebook filled with long sentences that you personally wrote about various topics in English. Isn't that sounds good? Here are another examples of long sentences that you may have in your notebook. Now, start practicing making your own long sentences, and what you are confident with will definitely improve your English. Believe me everyone, you can do it. With that, I would like to end my lesson here. Till we meet again, and goodbye for now. Thank you everyone.